What's quality control? Well, when I was a kid, I used to be able to get rollerblades. They had skating rinks and stuff. They should have skating rinks. The reason that they stopped selling a whole lot of rollerblades is because when you ride the rollerblades, your feet are ankled sideways, so they had to have a bracing system. But they never could quite get that right, and end up causing feet problem when they get older. Make a lot of doctor bills and a lot of insurance. So, any better design on that, or they just don't sell them. They had skates with four wheels, the better balance. So, you know, four-wheel skates were better than the rollerblades. So, they had the Blade movie, and they didn't make any more Blade movies because the rollerblades, roller boys, mess up people's feet, and you don't know which direction to walk. A little Indian wisdom for you from the Choctaw Nation. So, it's a little bit of quality control, see? You question certainty, so we give you some certainties. And Oklahoma is a melting pot. Very peaceful people here, so let's try to help out. So, let's see what else we can find. I'm going to go to a Love's. They have Love's travel stations too. They got pilots for the naval trucker pilots, Hey, it's like a Navy ship, supply ship on the road. And then you got Love's, you stop at Love's, so you could stop at Pilot, you could stop at Love's, as long as you're piloting the love around the country, bringing those products to people so that they could, make better lives and families. So you say, hey, what are farmers for? Well, you got farmers in the field and you got farmers on the road. And you have tourism, and that's farming people's minds to have proper thoughts so that they get good education with good cultures. A mix of the cultures is a melting pot, not to burn everybody up in a frying pan, but to make a melting pot. That makes good stew for good soup. And what's soup? Well, they used to have this thing called Talk Soup. It was a show on TV. You say Talk Soup. And it's like Talk Soup. Yeah, so when I was younger, when I first started my first computer business, I said, oh, there's a website called Talk City. So I made a reference there in the background behind the website so I could have a reference to go back to, and it disappeared, but it was Talk City. So you should be talking with your cities, your towns, and your municipals. But we have the melting pot state called Oklahoma. So you may remember the Oklahoma City bombing. Well, it's because Oklahoma was the melting pot. See? You look in the sky, you see Little Dipper. A little bit goes a long way. You look in the sky and you see Big Dipper. And then you see, hey, there's big Florida fishing net trying to fish all those immigrants into being good Americans. Doesn't matter where you're from.